If you couldn't tell already by this gorgeous mountain scenery, we're not in Texas anymore, Toto, as we've crossed the border of New Mexico to pay a visit to Angel Fire Bike Park. I'll spare you the 12-hour driving vlog footage and cut to our first day there, which just so happened to be during the return of the burner race. Now with that being said, we were only able to ride 3 to 5 trails all day, so rather than showing the same sections over and over, this video will focus more on my experiences, observations, and tips for traveling to an amazing bike park. Hopefully this sheds some light on the whole experience for those of you that haven't been or are interested in going for the first time. And maybe it'll prevent you from making the same mistakes I did.
Hey, good, how are you?
Good.
Do you happen to have vegetarian burgers? No. Do you know where I can eat?
If that sounds boring to you, then check back next week for a more riding-focused video.
Thank you.
Now before even booking your trip, consider your bike's condition. Make sure that thing is completely dialed and up to date on all that maintenance you've been putting off. A mechanical failure coming down a mountain sounds like a bad time.
Oh, God. Well, hold up. Puncture. Yeah. Big. There it is.
I dropped my bike off at Bicycle Heaven less than a week out from my trip, where they swapped my crunchy headset bearings and installed a new bottom bracket. A huge thank you to Matt and his team over there, as those jobs would have taken me 2 months to complete. Now that your bike is feeling pro again, also consider your own physical fitness. As a biker, my legs are fairly strong, but if you've ever seen me above the waist, I look like a sickly Tom Middleditch. If your workout routine consists of funneling food into your mouth and pleasuring yourself, then you may want to consider doing some push-ups.
This isn't pleasurable at all.
As riding downhill is fairly rough on the upper
I got
body.
destroyed, man. Did you? Ow! I'm sore.
Now that you're swole, it's time to assemble your crew and iron out those logistics. If you're comfortable with it, I suggest carpooling and sharing a room to save money. I saved close to $300 by sharing costs. I coordinated with Hunt Style out of Dallas and my local friend Brian, who trusted my cheap to book a room for the 3 of us. In a hurry to book a room and get back to my actual day
I'll
job,
be there in a second, Carl.
I just went with the cheapest option on Hotels.com, the Elk Horn Lodge. While this was a pretty decent place across the street from the park, Matt informed me that for $10 more he stayed in the park's resort with a room nearly double the size of ours. It was cramped in our room and Brian ended up sleeping on the floor, but luckily I have understanding friends who don't hold grudges.
We're never letting Kyle book the room again.
I hate you, Kyle.
Now that you're well rested, grab yourself breakfast with Oreo and head over to the park, which opens at 9 a.m. Pay your $50 entry fee and hop onto the surprisingly speedy lift and let it boggle your mind.
Go! Whoa! Holy shit. Oh my god. It's so fast. This is so cool. I'm such a nerd. We are booking it.
Once at the top, take a moment to consider all the amazing options you have and go ahead and
These are
drop
the
in.
ones we can't ride.
I'd suggest starting on a green for a warm-up lap and progressing from there. Luckily, if you're new to this, Angel Fire provides suggested routes based on your skill level, so you can make an informed decision.
So much better.
Since the race was in full effect and a lot of the trails were closed, we started on the green easy street.
Charging through this shit. Let's go. Woo! Under the bridge and ramp it. Go bridge. Whee! Oh god. I should jump that. Woo! Yes. Perfect. Jumps. Yes! Oh God. Let's go. Sad I missed that jump. Yes! Ah! Oh, we still got a ways to go. Holy shit. Oh, this is so cool. Ah! Yes. Oh my God. So amazing. So amazing. I'm losing my mind.
And then moved on to the Blues Ziggy and Boulder Dash.
All right, doing Ziggy again with hunt style behind me. Woo. That was dumb. Straight through the rock garden. Oh God. Dude, sloppy. Ah! Oh my God. Oh, jeez. Ah! I think I lost my chain. Cleared a step up. Oh yeah. Dang! Clearing some sick jumps. Dang!
These were the main trails we sessioned all day since a lot was closed, but they never really got old, and it was fun to see how much we could progress in one day.
Yes! Woo! I love that run.
Don't be afraid to pace yourself, as I found even after a couple runs, my arms were already killing me.
Oh, I can barely squeeze my brakes.
With each run being fairly long, we decided to take some breaks on the way down, which leads into my next tip that should be common sense. If you must stop on the trail, don't literally stop on the trail.
I hope no one's racing down this. I'm gonna move. I think you're right in the race trail, man. You might want to
Get off to the side as quickly as possible because you never know who's barreling down behind you. It's for everyone's safety and figured I'd reiterate how important this is. Now look at you, you park rat, hitting sick features with steez and getting gnarlier than you ever imagined.
hunt style send in those jumps.
Nothing could possibly slow you down now, except for the altitude. Living in Texas, this climb would be no issue, but I was quickly humbled by the thin air of 9,000 feet of elevation. I guess that's why they have a lift here. If you're visiting here from Colorado or anywhere else with a moderate to high elevation, you won't care to hear this, but coming from 650 feet of elevation, Angel Fire literally took my breath away.
I gotta take a moment. Dude, that sucks. See, I would never walk this kind of hill in Texas.
Like I said earlier, just pace yourself, don't be a hero, and you should be fine.
Oh shit, are you good? Yeah.
As we wrapped up our first day at Angel Fire, I broke the one promise I made to myself. No black diamonds on the first day.
Lower Supreme, single black.
That's all you got.
Man.
Let's do it.
When in Rome.
Luckily, hunt style is a bad influence, and for the last run of the day, we decided to finish on Downhill Supreme. This run was definitely the nail in the coffin for my sore body.
That's cool.
Luckily, we made it down without dying, and I actually felt really accomplished hitting this.
Jeez. Brakes don't fail me now.
On my first day at the park, I went up the lift 5 times, and while that doesn't seem like a lot, it was definitely a full day of riding. For whatever reason, the park was only open from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. on the days we went, even though the sun was out until nearly 9. Honestly, I was okay with us shutting down at 4, as my body was getting wrecked, and we still have a full day ahead of us tomorrow with all of the trails open.
Dude. Yes. Dang. That's amazing. Oh, dude, my wrists are done. I don't know about you.
Those braking bumps sucked.
Yeah.
One final tip I can offer is to stretch after riding. I haven't been this sore after a ride in a long time, so I busted out the foam roller and did a number on my decrepit body like a weirdo in front of the fellas. Since that footage is way too X-rated for YouTube, I'm gonna go ahead and end the video on that note. Come back next week for day 2 of our exciting Angel Fire trip, where we'll have lots more riding and feature our new friends from Arizona.
He said not bad.
I hope you found this video useful, or at the very least enjoyable to watch. What tips do you guys have for visiting a bike park? Let me know down in the comments below.
Cool. This should be a black. This is not a blue.
As always, if you did enjoy this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and consider subscribing if you aren't already. A new adventure on wheels awaits you weekly, and we'd love to have you here. Thank you so much for watching, and until next week, stay rowdy within reason.
Good?
Oh yeah.
Okay. I bought sugar-free cinnamon candy, and I've heard that gives you the and I ate like almost the whole bag. I had the most excruciating diarrhea.
It's such a horrible drive too.
Yeah.
12 hours and
Oh, I felt horrible yesterday.
I can't have diarrhea like that and not so like I have to go when the time calls. You were like stinking out, Brian, the whole way?
No.
Puffing heat?
But like those long stretches where it's like an hour to the next gas station, I was like, my stomach was killing. It hurt so bad, like I could barely get out of the car.
I hate that.
Like I felt like I was giving birth. I was like, I'm gonna die at this gas station.
Are you better?
I ate McDonald's.
Yeah,
on the way,
today I
so
feel
make sure.
fine.